Hey guys, I am back with He Said, She Said, and yes, it is just me. So Chesca, Lee, and I decided to do separate videos because we were having some technical difficulties last week, and we also were both working, so it was really difficult to line up our schedules and get a video together on Skype. So in this video, I'm talking about girls. We're starting with episode 4, It's a Shame About Ray. So Hannah actually kicks Elijah out after that whole coke thing that they had going, and he moves out and she decides to have this dinner party to celebrate her liberation from her roommate. And mind you, she also has no roommate now, so I don't know how she's going to pay this rent. I do not know how this girl pays her rent. So she has this dinner party and she invites Charlie and his new girlfriend and Marnie, who's his ex-girlfriend. Why she would do that, I have no idea. So when Marnie walks into this dinner party, there's already tension. It all culminates in this scene at the table where Charlie's girlfriend lays into Marnie.
I don't know, I've been showing up places all the time to see your ex-boyfriend when he's with his new girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. Are you talking about tonight? I was invited here by Hannah.
Well, yeah, I didn't really think you'd show up considering you'd so recently double-crossed me.
Oh, and there was a time that you showed up at his door in the middle of the night asking to sleep in his bed.
You did that?
You told her. He was fucking guilty, as he should be.
He fucking let me in.
What was he gonna do, turn away a crying mess? He probably thought you'd slit your wrists.
Oh, she's too self-involved to commit suicide.
Well, none of you would commit suicide because everyone is so self-involved. Everyone on the show is so self-involved, and there's the rub. Moreover, here's what I will say. I am too self-involved to commit suicide. I love my life. I love me. I love all that the world has in store for me. But Marnie really needs to be put in her place because they make it seem like none of them can do wrong on this show. Jessa, Marnie, Hannah, they are all extremely flawed characters. Shoshana is flawed, but you can't tell me nothing about Shoshana. Which is a great segue because there are two hilarious scenes with Shoshana. Ray has essentially been living with Shoshana and hasn't told her.
We stay with me a lot. I mean, he stays with me a lot.
Yeah, sometimes I stay with her, so.
But he comes with me a lot. I mean, like, you're there on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and then Thursday and the week before and then the week before that. Oh my God, do you live with me?
If you are 30-some-odd years old, working at a coffee shop, living out of your car, aka living with your 21-year-old girlfriend, I'm sorry, there's a problem. Mayday, mayday. I don't understand these people. Everyone just seems so damn stuck. One of the other major things that happens in this episode is that Jessa meets Thomas John's parents. So they go to this lovely restaurant, and from jump, it seems like Jessa is completely trying to sabotage this dinner. And she does. She talks about her heroin addiction, how she dropped out of school. These are things that you don't talk about when you're meeting your husband's parents. All of that comes to a head, and they break up. And rightly so, because she is crazy.
You told me not to say anything about the tattoos or about the honeymoon or how we returned the dogs to the pet store. You told me not to say anything. I mean, what was I supposed to do, lie?
Oh, God forbid. Like, that'd be the worst thing you ever did.
You think you're such a fucking free spirit because you shacked up with me for 2 months? I have been living this life for 25 fucking years. I am going to look 50 when I'm 30.
Yes, you are.
I am going to be so fucking fat like Nico, and you know why? That's because I'm going to be full of experiences. But you'll have only lived with me. That'll be the one thing you've got.
Either she is completely self-aware and she's actively making a choice just not to care about anybody, or she is unaware of how she impacts the world and also doesn't care. Either way, she is completely unlikable. In the midst of Thomas John and Jessa breaking up, their insults pass back and forth, and he insults her, and it hits a little too close to home, and she decks him in the face. She just comes up with a right cross and punches him in the grill. I realize that she is a woman, and that he is probably much stronger than her. If we can't have a civilized conversation, the two of us need to walk away from one another. Because my natural reflex would have been to deck her right back, and then they would have had me locked up. If you can dish it, you better take it. That's all I have to say about that. Shoot. Punching people. One thing that was really great about this episode is that it wasn't all about Hannah. Everything in this show is about Hannah. She's the lead character. I get that. But it was really great to see the other characters in the show have a storyline and have some depth. And Hannah to be on the periphery. Alright, so now we're going to talk about episode 5, One Man's Trash. So this episode stars Patrick Wilson. A lot of people may not know who Patrick Wilson is. He started as a Broadway actor in The Full Monty. I'm big fan of his. So Patrick Wilson plays this character Joshua on this episode of Girls, and he comes into Grumpy's, which is the coffee shop that Ray manages and Hannah works at, and he complains about the trash from Grumpy's being placed in his garbage cans. So Hannah is actually the person who's putting the trash in his trash cans. Hannah decides that she needs to go and confess her sins to Patrick Wilson's character. You see where it's going from the beginning of the episode. She has this really magical time with him. They have a lot of dirty sex. What I kept thinking as I was watching this is, was Hannah dreaming? Because Patrick Wilson is a stud. What kept bothering me in this episode was that Hannah kept spoiling everything.
What do you do?
I'm a doctor.
You're a married doctor.
I'm not really married. My wife city wasn't working for her, and so she's back in San Diego. Been there since March, and I'm just plugging my way here.
Are you very sad, or?
Comes in waves.
Well, what did you do?
Wow.
I mean, to make her go to San Diego.
Don't mess it up. You're messing it up for me. I want to have the experience with you, and you are messing it up. Shut your trap and just go along for the ride. Enjoy it. The other thing in this episode is it borderlines on pornography. You see full frontal from Lena Dunham. If we could see all of that every other episode, I don't know why we have to see it every episode. And it's not about seeing her body for me. For me, it's about the nudity being warranted. Are we doing it for a purpose? I'm all set if it's just about having her naked body on camera. So here's what I'm going to leave you guys with. Where is Adam? Adam is just gone. Adam's nowhere to be found. Their relationship was so pivotal to what was going on with Hannah that it's crazy that he's just gone. Thank you guys for watching. Chesca Lee and I hope to be back together very soon. Check out her version of She Said on He Said, She Said. And we will talk to you soon. Thank you guys for watching. So much love. Bye-bye.